Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for ballads with the most challenging vocals. Number 10, Dream On, Aerosmith. This was Aerosmith's first big hit. Released in 1973, it was written and performed by frontman Steven Tyler, who penned it when he was 14 years old.
All the things come back to you.
Nailing it requires a humongous range. The verses are sung in a lower tone, but the chorus and climactic high notes demand a mighty falsetto. Also, it demands a seamless transition between the registers, a notoriously challenging singing technique.
Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear.
And even then, hitting the high notes is only half the battle. Tyler put so much emotion into every line. To do it justice, you need to put your heart and soul into the performance every single time. Number 9, Hurt, Christina Aguilera. Released in 2006, this track was written by Aguilera, Linda Perry, and music giant Mark Ronson. Aguilera is a phenomenal vocalist, having a 4-octave range and considered by some to be the voice of a generation.
Thank you for all you've done. Forgive all your mistakes.
But few songs highlight her talents better than Hurt. Its chorus and bridge feature some mind-blowing high notes, which require years of practice to even attempt to replicate.
So try and survive.
Its lengthy and intense vocals, combined with sustained notes and Christina's intricate embellishments, make it a complex performance. Even Aguilera herself reportedly struggles to perform it live, once going 15 years without singing it at all.
And I've had myself by hating you.
That streak ended in 2023, but she had to lower the song's key to make the performance achievable. Number 8, You Raise Me Up, Josh Groban. For our first cover on the list, this tune was first recorded by Secret Garden in the early 2000s, but it acquired major success when both Josh Groban and Westlife covered it.
When troubles come and my heart burdened be.
Groban did it first in 2003 for what is perhaps now the song's most iconic version. Its fragile opening verse is in stark contrast to the concluding booming vocals.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
Groban can hold his notes for an impressive length of time, requiring a mastery of breath control. Also, Groban puts a lot of his emotion into the song. Even the most experienced singers can struggle to replicate that rawness while simultaneously nailing the notes. Number 7, Gethsemane, I Only Want to Say, Jesus Christ Superstar. Now for our first Broadway performance, Gethsemane features in Jesus Christ Superstar and is easily the show's hardest song.
Why should I die? Oh, why should I die?
It has an incredible range, going from low chest notes to high octaves. Since it should be sung by a male vocalist, hitting these high notes is an extraordinary feat.
If I die, what would be my reward? Have to know, my Lord.
It also strays from traditional musical theater, requiring a rock tenor performance. Finally, it being from a musical adds another layer of difficulty. Mastering the vocals is one momentous challenge, but singing it while simultaneously acting, it all combines to become one of musical theater's ultimate tests.
Before I change my mind.
Number 6, Lovin' You, Minnie Riperton. This track's most memorable feature is Riperton's extremely high notes. simple. In actuality, Ripperton is using the whistle register, the highest register possible for humans. The verses are sung in a comfortable range, but the soft, breathy quality makes mistakes unforgiving. Even the slightest wavering is immediately apparent.
I see your soul come shining through.
Ripperton is a master at transitioning between her chest voice, head voice, and whistle register, something she can even do in the same phrase. Fascinatingly, bird chirping can be heard, which was recorded by accident but left in since it complemented the track. Number 5. Defying Gravity, Wicked. Inspired by The Wizard of Oz, this is undoubtedly the toughest track in the musical Wicked.
It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes and leap. It's time to try defying gravity.
It happens at the end of Act 1, requiring a performer to be vocally fresh, despite having already sung multiple intense numbers. Additionally, it gradually increases in intensity, culminating with an extremely tough high note. Only a minority of people can pull it off to the full, with it being straight up impossible for most performers. Even its mostly spoken word intro is deceptively difficult to nail. A lot of the timings are seriously syncopated, and there are almost constant key changes to navigate. Number 4. My All, Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey has an extensive catalog of next-level vocal performances, but perhaps the best example of her extraordinary singing is My All.
My all to have just one more night with you.
Featuring strong Latin influences, it's one of Carey's most challenging songs, not least because she uses a unique whisper tone technique which needs to be strong enough to be heard but simultaneously delicate.
I can't go on living in the memory of our song.
While it sounds amazing, it can actually be harmful for your voice, and her older self reportedly struggles to replicate it. Mariah is constantly switching between her chest voice, head voice, and mixed voice for this track as well. Achieving such a seamless transition is only possible after extensive training.
Give my all for your love tonight.
Number 3. And I am telling you, I'm not going. Dreamgirls. Coming from the 80s musical Dreamgirls, this belter ultimately earned its legendary performer Jennifer Holliday a Grammy.
I'm not living without you. You see, there's just no way, that's not way.
Her performance is relentless, with almost no room for rest. Many reviewers considered it the original show's highlight near the end of Act 1. It's got some incredibly drawn-out notes requiring tremendous lungs to nail. Shifts between softer, tender moments and powerful, roaring vocals, channeling the character's emotions. Holiday set an impossibly high standard for others to follow, particularly at the song's conclusion, which features an absurdly tremendous closing line. We also have to mention Jennifer Hudson, though, for her amazing cover in the 2006 Dreamgirls motion picture.
I'm not gonna leave you, there's no way I will.
Number 2. All By Myself, Céline Dion. This song could easily rank in the top 10 even if we cut out everything except its conclusion. It's just that good. It was originally performed by Eric Carmen, but it's Céline Dion's version that has become most famous. All By Myself requires an astounding range, peaking with that iconic sustained high note. music theorists, it features one of history's greatest ever key changes. Initially, she's begging for an end to her loneliness. But at the song's conclusion, the key shifts and her sadness becomes strength, making her calls suddenly feel optimistic. Its status is legendary, putting immense pressure on anyone who wants to cover it. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Memory, Cats. Grisabella has the most challenging song in this iconic musical. Bring Him Home, Les Miserables. Jean Valjean really gave his lungs a run for their money. Earth Song, Michael Jackson. Earth Song was Jackson's most challenging ballad. Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler. Amazing vocals that everyone tries to imitate, but very few can.
I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. Living in a party gang and get off spot.
Over the Rainbow, Judy Garland. The hardest ballad from The Wizard of Oz and one of the most iconic movie songs ever.
Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops, that's where you'll find me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston. Originally performed in the 1970s by Dolly Parton, Whitney Houston recorded her version almost 20 years later, and it broke chart records. It sold more than 24 million copies, making it the best-selling single performed by a woman. Houston's take demands flawless control over dynamics, pitch, and phrasing. The tiniest errors would be obvious, so it requires maximum precision, even perfection, to nail.
And I wish you joy and happiness.
Of course, the range is phenomenal, with its climactic notes being the singer's hardest challenge of all. Whitney combines technical mastery with immense emotion. If singing were a video game, then Whitney Houston would be the final boss.
I will always love you.
Which ballad do you personally find the toughest to replicate? Let us know in the comments.
There's a devil put aside for me, for me, for me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.